listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Everybody, we'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Tony D and the big, the sexy, the lovely, the beautiful Mamba.
At least try to hide your phone, Tony. At least.
Huh? Oh shit! No, because I was replying to some fan comments.
Dude, nobody wants to talk to you. Nobody leaves you comments.
Bro, why such a hater? I
Was
clearly
that-
have fans. Didn't you see that one rave review by Titanic Sinclair?
I was gonna say, was this one fan Titanic Sinclair?
Aren't you Titanic Sinclair?
No. First of all, I like better ways of spending my time than making fake accounts.
Like what? Making other fake accounts? I heard you got diddled by Michael Jackson.
Where did that come from?
What the fuck?
Where did it?
Chester Cheetah told me that you and him got diddled by Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That is
See,
a weird.
You should have prefaced with that instead of like just saying it. Like it sounds like you've just lost all your social skills and you don't even know what a segue is anymore.
Joker, do you?
I mean, I have been stuck in the house for like over a month, like, almost 2 months.
Once,
so
once the world
what do you
opens,
expect?
once the world opens, none of you guys are gonna know how to act.
Joker, do you just routinely blurt shit out with no context?
Yeah, I think it's called Tourette's.
Yeah.
I mean, hey man, dude, what do you expect? I don't know.
We expect
how to
some
act anymore.
context.
You can't reintegrate into society if you're going around saying, "I heard you got diddled by Michael Jackson." That's not.
Yeah.
That's not a way
Why
to
not? I
start a
think that-
conversation.
I think that does. By the way, Mamba, you sound fantastic today.
Oh, is it because I have this Bob Barker microphone?
Yeah, because the one I gave you.
Are you ready
You
to?
should have put it on the stand with the pop filter.
But it
you
sounds
ready
like
to-
shit because all I hear is you spitting all over it.
You sound like shit with your Hello Kitty headphones.
These are actually Razer
not.
Kraken Kitty Edition. All right,
Actually, Tony, you are the shittiest sounding
very
person.
prestigious headphones. Joker, you're full of shit.
You are the worst sounding one right now, but I don't really care. This is a quarantine product, so you guys ready to come?
Guys, I was looking over when I was editing the last podcast. I went back to because I have to I replay the video just to make sure it looks and sounds okay. I found obviously our older podcast when we were together, and I'm like, man, that feels like such a long time ago when we actually recorded together in the same room.
It was a long time ago.
It was
It was
2
before
months
the-
ago.
It was before the plague.
Oh yeah, because we probably skipped a few weeks.
Hmm
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if the
What
last
is it?
time we recorded in your house was 2019.
it wasn't that long ago. But don't you guys miss being here with me?
No, not really.
No,
Why not?
because I don't miss driving to your house.
But can we share the news, Tony? Speaking of driving,
Yeah, go ahead.
Why did you turn his camera off?
Tony.
I thought I was doing audio only.
No, can we share the news?
What news?
The news of the news that
I think that's
that's new.
I think that's a no, Joker.
No, you can go ahead. I don't care.
No, well, you share it. It's your news.
So I have recently made a purchase, but
Like from Amazon?
yes, I actually made lots of those.
Did you get a new sex doll?
I knew what?
Sex doll?
Actually, I probably should have bought that instead of a car.
You both
Because-
right?
Ooh.
Because
See,
apparently, there's like all this bullshit with buying a car. there's like these fees, and you got to get plates, and you got to register. And did you guys know you got to pay insurance like more than once? I thought it was just
Yeah.
like a one off. Like, hey, here, give me insurance.
Well, technically, you could pay for like 6 months in advance.
No,
so technically, you only have to pay twice a
I'd
year.
like to pay like $120. Here you go, and that's lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that works that
Yeah,
way.
clearly doesn't work like that. But I did not know this. Now I know.
So for those who haven't picked up the context, Tony bought a car, a transformer.
Yes, I bought it.
If
I
you
bought
will.
it during the best time. I bought it during the best time you can buy a car, where no one can go anywhere.
So why did you buy this car? First of all, what kind of car did you get, and why did you buy it now?
All right, so it is a 2018 Camaro Bumblebee. So it's yellow with like black accents. Now the reason I got this car is because I've always wanted.
Does it have the transformer shit inside or no?
No, they actually stopped making those in 2013, 2014.
Oh,
The newer models,
because it's not
the
cool
newer-
anymore.
the newer models don't have the. You can still get the parts from GM. You just gotta like put them in yourself, but they don't come from the factory like that anymore. So that's what I did. I bought the fender emblems, which were $240 for the pair. So
Damn.
Bro, you're gonna a yellow Corvette with Autobot stickers on them. You're gonna be
Corvette?
slaying all
Camaro, my
What did I
friend.
s-
it's a Camaro.
Oh yeah.
You said
Whatever.
Corvette.
Yeah, no,
You're gonna be
it's not.
you're gonna be slayed, puss.
No, it's only the V6. It's not like I got the SS or anything.
You're gonna have all the nerds on your nuts.
Bro,
That's the plan. Everyone knows that.
bro, you should have got your.
Everyone knows
Okay.
when you like you can't like you don't buy a car to impress girls because girls could give a shit. Like all it does is impress other dudes. It's like it's like when you're swole as fuck and you go to the gym. Like girls don't give a fuck. Guys are the ones that are miring.
Yeah, guys come up to you and be like, "Hey, what kind of protein do you use?" Or
How much you bench?
yeah, how much you?
I saw there's this video. I saw this guy. He's like, oh, he has a Ferrari. He's like, I'm gonna see if it's true that once you buy a Ferrari, you get all these chicks. So he's like, he goes to the gas station, the grocery store, like to the park, and like no one gives a fuck. Like all the people that came up to him were dudes, like saying, "Oh, dude, that's a cool car." Like, "Oh yeah," but like all the girls, nothing. And even the ones that he tried to talk to, he's like, "All right, maybe if I try to talk to them," they were like, "Ugh," they could care less.
Yeah, because a lot of girls. I mean, yeah, a lot of girls don't even know about like cars. Like they don't know what kind of car.
Yeah.
Like for example, my wife, she doesn't know like what's what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like, but I wanted a very specific trim and a very specific like options on a Camaro, and for the longest time I couldn't find one, and the only ones you could find were the ones that were brand new, or you had to like order them customized from the factory, and it was like $40,000. I'm like, yeah, that's a little too much. So I finally found it. I found a used one out in like the Kentucky Tennessee border. Yep, used. It has 4,400 miles.
Oh, that's not bad.
Well, actually, no, I lied. It has 4,000. It came with 4,497. It currently has 4,503. I have driven it 6 miles since I got it. I went to the gas station. I went to the grocery store once.
To the car wash.
And to the car wash. And that's all I've done. But I just want you guys to know, I think I told you this before, like, when people make like an extravagant purchase, they like to show off, and it kind of changes who they are. They start thinking that they're better than most people. I want you guys to know that I am still the same Tony that I've always been. I don't want this recent acquisition to mean that things are going to be different. I want everything to be the same. I'm still going to want rides everywhere we go. Don't think that's going to change. So I just want to let you guys know, in case you guys are thinking things are going to be different.
Yeah, I was just like,
no, you're going to be giving us rides because you owe us years worth of rides.
I was just thinking, when are you going to be able to drive it? Because you work downtown, so the train is right like a block away from your house.
Yeah, I'm not driving it to work.
It's cheaper to take the train than to drive it.
Yeah, it is.
You don't go anywhere.
No.
When you do go, you go out to drink, and you're probably not going to drive.
I'm not going to drive. Nope.
Because
if I'm going to go drink, I'm not driving. I'm Ubering.
Why did you buy a?
So when are you gonna drive
Damn,
it?
you know what? You guys, see, where were you guys 3 weeks ago?
Why'd you buy a paperweight for your garage?
Yeah, you're just paying a monthly payment to live exactly how you lived before.
Yes, but I now have a car subscription.
I think the only place you will go now you drive is here.
But I'm not because
Here and maybe to the store.
yeah.
Well, I mean, once the quarantine's over.
Nah, let's.
I mean,
I heard this quarantine's going on indefinitely, especially the days
so
we're
I don't know.
recording.
Yeah, so for us at work, they've already told us that. I guess they did a survey, just asking people like like once stuff opens back up, do you feel comfortable like going back to work, or would you rather stay at home? Like or
Everybody's like, I'd rather stay home.
dude, like. Well, the thing was a lot like there were a lot of people that were like, yeah, I'm just ready to go back to work right now. I don't give a fuck. But the problem is like a lot of them, like anyone that has kids, they're like, yeah, there's no point in going back because like my kids at home. So like a lot of
Right.
them are like
Maybe they're not going
a
back
lot
to
of them
school.
are tentative depending on what they're going to do with the schools. So like they at first they were going to like announce like we're going to go back like next month, and then they're like, yeah, we don't see us fully opening until like the end of the year. So who knows?
The end of the year.
hmm So who knows what?
Well, Mama and I have been going to work like every week. We got plenty of things to do, right, Mama?
I mean, your definition of work is putting on some '80s related movie and sitting in
I mean,
just sitting there for 5 hours. And at the last hour, right before we leave, you're like, all right, we should probably do what we came here to do.
we should probably put in some work.
hey, bro, work is work, right?
True.
I mean, it's not my fault.
We get there, chill out, shoot the shit till lunchtime. We're like, all right, let's go get something to eat, watch whatever we're watching. And then we're like, oh, fuck, it's almost time to go home. We better do what we came here to do. So, yeah.
But I mean, if you can actually condense 8 hours of productivity into 1 hour, then hey.
But wouldn't you want to get everything done right away so you don't have to rush at the last minute?
You would in a way that makes sense, like in a normal, yeah, like a normal person might want to do that.
What? Why'd you turn your camera off again?
I didn't turn it off.
Oh, what happened?
Can you hear
The
me?
connection was lost. Hold on.
What happened? What'd you guys break? I can't see you guys. Hello, technical
I
difficulties.
don't know, nobody.
Junkyard, what's going on?
Anyway, don't worry about it. Everybody can still hear. We can still.
Junkyard, where'd you go?
Everybody can still hear us.
But I can't see you.
That's all right. We'll get that working right now.
But-
Anyway, go ahead as you were saying. and then what?
It kind of throws off my it throws off my timing because I could see Mamba, but when I talk to Junkyard, like I have nowhere to look.
It's like
Well, why do you want to look at me for?
because you're ugly.
Exactly. I just need somewhere to direct my speech.
Oh shit! I just dropped the soundboard.
Oh no, that's not good.
Nice. All right, guys.
Yeah.
See you next week. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud.
Are we going exclusive
No,
on?
my guy.
Ooh, I heard, are we doing that, Junkyard? Are we gonna go exclusive on Spotify like Joe Rogan?
On Spotify?
Mm-hmm.
No, because they don't want. They're not going to pay fucking losers like us to do Spotify.
Man, when I
Unfortunately.
when I read that, it's like, oh, Joe Rogan is going exclusive, and he made that announcement. I was like, pfft, oh yeah, we could do that shit too. Junkyard, let's go exclusive on Spotify. This motherfucker thinking he's special.
He is special. He's like part of the
Junkyard.
most popular podcast.
Turn off your bike. You have like 2 bikes going on.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Anyway, he's the most popular podcast out there.
Well, don't turn it off first before you start talking.
Hey, you don't tell me what to do, okay?
I try to help you produce.
So yeah, there's no way. there's no way he can that we can do the same thing he's doing. He's got way more listeners than we
Well,
do.
I said, yeah, I
That's by,
said
like, a
that
lot.
we are exclusive to the 10 people that listen to us. So it's
Very
kind of like this.
exclusive.
It's kind of like the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's similar.
Have you guys heard the new?
What's it called?
Have you guys been banging to the new Takashi?
No,
What, bro? It's a banger.
No, nobody wants to listen to Tekashi.
I don't
It
know
is-
how.
It is a banger.
I don't know how you like him so much. You know what I will say though, he is. I don't really. His music's not terrible. I don't really care for him. I think I hate his fans more than anything, like the teenagers.
Like
Mhm.
Tony.
Yeah, but Tony, like, I think Tony likes him because he's Takashi's almost like an internet
He's
meme.
a fuckboy like him.
Mm-hmm.
He's like
He is an internet meme.
he's an internet meme. I think the people that bother me the most are the people that take him seriously. So if you go through like a comment section of a Takashi video, like he has like teenage fans that go hard for him. Those are the people that I hate the most.
Yeah,
They're
I'm more
like-
of I'm a casual fan.
Yeah,
Like I'll add him to my playlist,
uh-huh.
but I'm not gonna buy an album. I'll give him the streaming number though.
Guys, I'm fucking a hot mess over here. I don't know if you can see, but like, I feel like I'm all like stuck. Like I'm like in this little like. Look, I got this shit next to me. Like, I can't even reach for my goddamn beer. Like I just spilled a little bit of beer on me, but I can't really move.
Have you tried not going for
So,
that
like,
second
there's a
helping
camera
of
in front of
pie?
me. Anyway,
How can you be like entangled and stuff? You're the only one there.
I'm not entangled. It's just like so. Like I got like the soundboard. Like look, I can't even move my arm because like it hits it right there. You see it? And then like the mic is in front of me, and then I got the camera right in
So
front
your
of me.
complaints is that you're
I just feel like
so
I'm-
you're
I'm-
complaining
I'm
because you're
claustrophobic.
wide.
No, it's not because I'm wide. It's that there's just so much shit
That's
around
exactly what it sounds like. And I'm looking at you, and the problem is you're wide.
me. Nope.
I mean,
If
you got
I mean,
Mama-
if you weren't so wide, you wouldn't have that problem. I'm just saying, and I'm stating facts. This is facts.
No, because look, I got a lot of room like this way, but it's like I have no arm room.
I mean,
Well, your arms are like out to the side because of your wideness.
No. You have to understand. Like, look, I got plenty of like movement right here,
Uh-huh.
like this. See, this is the width. This is the width. It's like this. See, it's like this. This is where I don't have any movement.
Yeah, and if you weren't so wide, you'd have more movement, more space. Joker, look, you have no one to
No.
blame but yourself. Okay, this is your doing. You got to live with your decisions. So quit bitching about it.
What decisions? I make great decisions.
Your decision to go for that second helping of pie every time.
First of all, I haven't had pie in like probably since Thanksgiving.
Joker, defend
Could have fooled me.
Joker, defend yourself. Make fun of his decision to buy a $20,000 yellow fucking dead
Paperweight.
hole. Yeah, paperweight.
A paperweight for the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do something. You're embarrassing yourself.
yeah. I don't feel like arguing. I don't. I don't feel like
You know
I don't
what,
feel like arguing with him
Joker,
right now.
that's a great segue. I'm gonna segue into that because you need this. So recently, I've been reading. Well, I read every now and then. I try to read a book once a month.
Like actual literature or like a comic book.
A book.
Okay, so some type of publication.
Something, yeah. And some of you may have heard of this book. I found it a year ago. I was walking in my car, and it was just sitting in the middle of the street next to my car. It's called
Ooh, you badass.
Yeah, you are a badass by Jen Sincero.
Did you see that and you were like, "This is fate. This book was meant to be in my hands."
Because like it was just sitting there right
'Cause
on the floor.
That looks like a crisp copy.
Yeah, it's pretty clean, and I mean there's some scuffs on it, but it's a pretty good
Mhm.
condition. And I'm almost done reading it.
Mhm.
I got like 30 pages left, but Joker could really benefit for this book because it's like a self-help book, but it does it with a sense of humor
Mm.
and a kind of like laid back attitude that I appreciate. It's not like preachy to the
Mhm.
point where it's annoying. it'll like once you read it, you're like, yeah, I have bad habits, and maybe I should do something about it. And when you kind of read it, like, I mean, you don't have to be super smart to get it. I mean, we all know that we have bad habits, but these like help. This book kind of help you recognize, like, all right, what are some of the behaviors that I do that aren't that great, and what can I do to change them? And so, Junkyard, after I'm done with this book, I'm gonna bring it to you because maybe it'll help you grow a spine.
I don't read that
Junkyard could
bullshit.
use all the advice he can get. So it's good on you, Mamba, for trying to help out Junkyard there because he needs it. Look at him.
And look, like I said, I found this book in the middle of the street. It was free, and I'm trying to pay it forward. I'm trying to give it to somebody who needs it.
Why don't you just like put it back out on the street and see and hope somebody else finds it?
Yeah, but you need it more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
No.
have you tried to start reading that book at all that our coworker lent you, Devil of the White City?
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. Like not this second, but I'm reading it. I've been reading it.
What do you think of it so far?
It's really interesting.
So those of you who don't know, there's this book. I forgot who the author is. It's called Devil in the White City. It's a personal favorite of mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's told from two perspectives. One is this architect who it's based in Chicago during the late 1800s.
Daniel Burnham.
Yeah. And he and a bunch of other architects are preparing for the World's Columbia Exposition. It is the 1893 World's Fair. And around the same time, there was a serial killer killing everybody.
The first American serial killer.
Yeah. The first, like, on record American serial killer. I'm sure there was a bunch before that.
Right.
And he...
yeah, but nobody knew who they were.
This guy... What was his name? H.H. Wells? The serial killer?
I thought it was Orson Welles.
H.H. Holmes. No. H.H. Holmes. So he basically built...
Orson Welles is he's a author, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Oh.
You uncultured swine.
But this guy, H.H. Holmes, built a hotel strictly to murder people in. And he got away with it.
The murder camp.
Yeah.
So he actually bought real estate just to murder people.
Pretty much.
Well, I mean, that's a little admirable. Like, you don't want to bring his work home.
Well, he did live there.
Well, no, he lived there.
Ah.
Yeah, you know what? The biggest thing I learned from that book is...
What are you watching, Tony? Why are you watching TV when you're supposed to be recording?
No, I'm actually responding to fan comments on my screen.
You know, it's not funny.
Sorry to interrupt you,
The
Mamba.
biggest takeaway from that book is how easy it was to get away from murder or any crime. It's like not that hard. Back before DNA evidence was figured out.
Did we lose Mamba? I think we might have lost Mamba.
Are you guys still there?
See, this is the problem with recording.
So it's funny because
remotely.
The last thing that he said that sounded clear was like, the great thing about this book is how easy it is to get away with murder. And he signs off. I'm like, we need a little more. We need you to kind of explain that a little bit, Mamba.
Yeah, I don't know.
NKOTP in no way, shape, or form endorses murder. Put it out there. Put it in our disclaimer, Junkyard.
No.
Oh, wait. I can hear you guys again.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, my bad. I think my connection went bad.
What do you have, fucking net zero?
My connection is kind of spotty.
What do you have, dial-up?
No, it's this laptop I have. I think the network card is going bad.
It's funny how, if only you knew an IT person. If only you knew someone.
You know what's funny
that worked in IT.
Didn't you sell him the laptop?
Yeah, it was a project.
Tony?
It was a project laptop.
Technically, he didn't sell it to me because I haven't given him money for it. But one day I will.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Oh,
one day I will.
So then technically you get what you pay for, huh?
One day I will give him the money for it. You know what? The next time I see him, I'll give him his $100.
So next year?
Yeah, next year.
You know, you don't have to see me to Venmo me, right?
Are you going to join the video?
I don't know what's wrong with the video. I'll get back on it though. Hold on, but just continue to talk.
All right.
So
Yeah. Anyway, you were talking about murder before your thing froze.
So the last thing you heard was like, you know what's great about this book? It talks about how easy it is to get away with murder, and then you signed off. We're like, we need a little more. Mamba, come back and explain this.
No, that was
What do you-
intentional.
Oh, okay.
That was intentional.
That was you jumping the shark for the podcast.
Yeah, it was just really easy to get away with murder, and not just murder, like any crime. And if you got caught, the only thing you'd have to do is just like move 10 miles away. That's it. If like you got caught doing fraud, just go to the next town over, and nobody will know.
Interesting. So if I do something shady, I just go to Berwyn.
Yeah. Well, no, not anymore. Not anymore. Like I was thinking about that because I got arrested like 5 years ago, and I was like, if I ever did, like, say I did commit a murder, and I left some fingerprints, they would figure out it's me because they took my fingerprints when I got locked up.
They'll probably figure out it's you because of all the gravy residue.
Bro, get him off you, bro. He's coming at both our heads today.
Well, if it's no, that one's too dark. Let's keep it moving. I was gonna say. I was gonna say something along the lines of it was a pedo kid. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's a classic Tony."
A pedo kid.
But that'd get dark.
So have you guys so one thing I've noticed is during this quarantine, like I am saving money, but I've noticed a sharp uptick in me buying stupid shit.
Like what?
Like, hold on, let me show you what my most recent purchase.
Like your car?
Like a Camaro?
Yeah.
Like,
That's one thing.
Did you have to turn your camera off to like go for you to get your whatever you're gonna
No,
get?
that's my internet connection. It's just as shitty as both yours. All right, so check this out.
Miss Monopoly.
Miss Monopoly. What the fuck is that?
So let me tell you guys about this awesome board game. So this game is called Miss Monopoly. It's basically Monopoly, but a girl edition.
For feminists?
Yes, because it's basically set to tackle the wage gap. Because in Miss Monopoly, the women make more than men.
Oh.
So it's got like, rules are the same.
And why did you get that?
Because it was on clearance. Because nobody wants this. Not even women buy this. So basically, it's got cool little like little game pieces. One of them is like a cup of wine. One's like a watch. There's like a little dumbbell. There's an airplane because women love to travel apparently.
Those are women exclusive items.
Yes,
airplanes, dumbbells.
So basically, whenever you pass, when women pass go, they collect $240, and men only collect $200.
Oh.
So when this came out, right now it's on Amazon for $8.88, including shipping. It is.
Damn.
If you look up,
Let me
if you look up
out.
Miss Monopoly or Monopoly, this is the cheapest out of any monopolies you can get, and they got some really weird ones, but this is like clearance as fuck. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos paid like $6 to ship me this, and I only paid $8.88. Oh wait, and I'm getting 5% back on my Amazon credit.
So Jeff Bezos is losing money.
Exactly. So it's funny because like there's all these videos and people are just blasting it. They're like, "Is this a joke?" Like they're like, "You think the way to solve income inequality is to create a game that has income inequality?" And then the reviews on Amazon, they're all fucking like 1 stars, and they're just like scathing reviews. And my favorite one is like this game doesn't work. I played it with 3 of my friends and I still lost. They were all boys.
What the fuck? Oh shit, you're not wrong.
Which one do you think?
Miss Monopoly,
Which one do you think is
$8.88.
more fun, that or Millennial Monopoly? Was that an option on there?
Yes, I don't think Millennium Monopoly is on there anymore. I tried to look for that one too, but look, see, you got the little Miss Monopoly with her with her Starbucks cup right there, because that's what it means to be a woman nowadays. Is you gotta love Starbucks. So yeah, thought that was hilarious. I'm like, I need to buy one, and much to my surprise, it was cheap. 2 day, I got it I ordered it on Thursday. I got it Saturday morning.
That's how you know you get paid. You get paid too much.
I'm considering buying it now too.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, this is gonna be a collector's item one day. You should buy a junkyard. It's free shipping, and if you use your Amazon card, you get 5% back.
I do have my Amazon card. I'm gonna send it to the wife and see if she wants it.
Tell her, ask her if she wants it. Tell her
my uncle that lives in
she has a
Mexico?
chance because. What was that, junkyard?
You just stopped talking.
Oh, I thought he.
Sorry, say that again, Tony. I lost you for a second.
No, I was just you were saying something about your family member in Mexico.
Oh, so my uncle in Mexico keeps sending me fucking conspiracy videos on WhatsApp.
Oh, dude,
about Corona.
Real quick, you know what's hilarious? I think it's a Mexico thing, because my uncle is sending those to my dad all the fucking time. And then my dad was telling me how there's five demons. One of them is Bezos. One of them is it's Bezos.
Elon Musk?
No, it's Bezos, Bill Gates, Obama. Obviously, Obama's on that list. Hillary Clinton, and I can't remember the fifth. But apparently, these are the five demons that are gonna ruin the world or some bullshit. And that the Corona came with and then that the Corona started with the 5G towers or some BS. So my dad's knee deep in those conspiracy theories, and each one of those videos he got them from my uncle in Mexico.
Does he believe him though?
I hope not. I sincerely hope not.
Why can't I hear?
So my uncle sent me a video the other day. Some dude,
junkyard. Mama can't hear you.
Why not?
I don't know. That's what you need to look into.
Mamba, why can't you hear me?
Can you hear Mamba?
No, hold on.
All right, so since
tell Mamba to disconnect.
Since Mamba can't hear you, junkyard, anything you tell him, tell me, and then I'll relay it to him.
Hold on, I'm kicking him out of the thing there. Now when he comes back, he should be fine. Tell him to join. Oh, we can't tell him anything.
Hey, now. Mamba, junkyard said that the camera adds 10 pounds. He wants to know how many cameras you're using.
He can't hear you. He can only. We can only see him.
Hey man, I'm just relaying the messages.
Leave him alone. That's not what I said.
Look, this could turn into a whole he said, she said. I'm just telling you what I heard. So yeah, once quarantine is over, are you guys excited to play some Miss Monopoly? So if we play and there's no girls, is this just regular Monopoly then? Because no one's making anything extra.
Well, yeah, it would just be regular Monopoly because, there's no girls. The income is actually equal in this sense. So wouldn't the best way to play for income equality would be to just play with just the men?
Yes.
Or just women?
The best way to play equally is to play regular Monopoly.
Exactly, because everybody gets
this is completely unnecessary.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
Hey, I want Mama to hear my conspiracy.
All right, well,
video.
Get him on.
Well, he's still. Oh, okay.
Can you hear Junkyard?
You kicked me for the Zcaster?
I did because you couldn't hear me, and I couldn't hear you.
So while you were gone, Junkyard was asking how many cameras are on you.
I did not ask
because
the
camera adds 10 pounds.
I did not ask that. Tony made that shit up.
Why would I make that shit up?
Because you're in a rare mood today.
I'm in rare form.
Yeah. Why why don't you take off your hat, bro? Since you're so fucking funny today, why don't you take off that hat?
You come into my head, dog? Literally?
Oh, something has to come at that.
Anyway, so yeah.
Because ain't nothing coming out of it, my friend.
Damn. So back to my conspiracy
Yeah.
video. So my uncle sent me this video
Nice.
on WhatsApp. It was some dude in Miami, some Cuban dude, driving around with his kid. He's like, look, you see that right there? You see that? He points his camera at a protest, like outside of like City Hall or some shit. He's like, they're protest. He's saying all this in Spanish, mind you, in his Cuban accent. He's like, they're protesting the stay-at-home order and like all the conspiracy that's going on and blah blah. He's like, I'm gonna go drop my kid off and then I'm gonna come back and join that protest. He's like, but look, check this out. He's like driving down the street. He's like, you see these towers and they're like little like lampposts. They look. He shows these like little lamppost looking things. He's like, look, they've been putting these all over Miami. He's like, oh no, he didn't even say Miami. He said all over the U.S., which is bullshit because they're not around here. I'll tell you that. He's like, they've been putting them all over the U.S. They did this while we were in quarantine. Like, they wanted us in quarantine so they could put these all over the place because they're going to give us the vaccine that is going to have a microchip that's going to control you, and those towers are going to be used to control you. And Bill Gates and who's the other guy the guy that everybody says is part of? Soros. What's his first name?
Jeff Soros.
Is it Jeff Soros?
Yeah.
Anyway, him. That they're trying to control you. They're the new world order, and like this quarantine. This is just the beginning of
Are they
it.
trying to control us? Because I ain't trying to be controlled.
I mean, you're already controlled.
That's where you're wrong, my friend. Last time I checked, this is the U.S. of A, home of the free.
Jeff Bezos controls you.
It's funny because I forgot what I was talking to. We're talking something about like I forgot what we're talking about, and we're like somehow Jeff Bezos came up. I'm like yeah, like I'll bitch about him because every time I see something like Amazon is no longer paying like hero pay for people working for him or whatever, and all the shit that he does to like his employees, I'm like, yeah, man, that guy is such a fucking scumbag. As I'm checking out on Amazon, like all this shit I'm buying,
As you're giving him more
as
money.
I'm giving him more money, he's like, I mean, I can't help it. He's got good prices, and that free shipping. Well, not free, but that expedited shipping, man, that's a game changer. But I have been sticking it to him more though, because I have done a lot more returns. Because before I would never return anything. I'll just fuck it. I'll live with my decision. But now it's like, fuck it, I'll return it. He's got the money. So that's my way of sticking to Jeff Bezos is by returning some stuff.
So another thing my uncle has been doing. So my uncle before this quarantine, before COVID, he would call me like once every like 2 years just to see how I was doing. I mean, if I wouldn't go to Mexico, he would call me like once. Now this motherfucker calls me like once a month
to keep you up to date.
To ask me what I think about like COVID and like what's going on over here. He's trying to stay informed in the loop, along with his conspiracy videos.
So what's wrong with that? He wants to stay in the know.
I know, but I just find it funny that he doesn't call me ever until like a pandemic happens.
He doesn't call to see how you're doing. He just wants to know what the sitch is over here.
Yeah, exactly. What the lowdown is.
Where's your uncle in Mexico?
Wait, what?
Your uncle's in Mexico?
Well, this uncle that is texting me, yes.
Oh, yeah, because he knows that you got like the better scoop on there.
If he wants an even better scoop, he should call them people in Wuhan. He should download WeChat.
But you know that whatever they say isn't very accurate.
Yeah, usually what they say is mostly lies.
Mm-hmm.
No, bro. I believe everything they say.
I bet you do.
So when my audio was messing up earlier, would you guys say that? They think that Hillary Clinton, Jeff Bezos?
Oh, my dad was telling me that my uncle sent him a conspiracy video about how there are 5 demons that are gonna like bring the end of the world, and one of those demons is Bezos, one is Bill Gates, one of them is Obama, one's Hillary, and I don't know who the 5th one is. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was definitely no one on the right leaning side. These were all like obvious. If you just take a
Yeah.
look at that list, you can tell who cooked up this theory.
That crazy scheme. Goddamn Bill Gates with his Windows, Windows 10, with his fancy computers, bringing about the apocalypse. What's that theory that he's, or not theory, but he's like making vaccines or
I heard the conspiracy theory that it was
right?
one of his labs that actually created the virus.
Is that why
Yeah,
people are so upset at
apparently.
him? Like, have you guys ever seen an interview with Bill Gates? Do you really think he's going around making Corona?
I seen a video when they released. What was it? Windows 98. I think
Oh, was
him
it
and
with him and the guy that owns the Clippers? I forgot what
fucking,
the
oh
fuck
my
his
god,
name.
he's the guy that Steve
Just
Ballmer.
goes nuts.
And then they
Yeah,
show
Steve
them
Ballmer.
dancing, and it
And
is
there's
like the most awkward dance I've ever seen. I'm like, you think that guy is gonna create something that's gonna bring a global pandemic? Look at him.
I don't know who pitched that presentation. It's like, hey, we want you guys to pitch this new operating system. So let's get 4 of you nerds
And
in
then
polos and
make sure
they're
make sure you tuck
tights,
in your polos to your khakis, and I want you to go out there and dance.
dance to the best of your ability. You think that guy made Corona? There's another video where he's doing an interview, and the journalist is like, I heard that you could jump really high or some shit. I don't know what he did. He's like, yeah, I can. You want to see? And he like just jumps over his reclining
What the
chair.
fuck?
But it was just like so weird. I was like, do you think that guy
Yeah.
is coming up with Corona?
You talking about Bill Gates?
Yeah. Oh, look, is that a puppers?
Tell him you're recording. Tell him you're busy. Tell him to get the fuck out of your face.
I'm busy.
Oh, I see what Tony's been doing this quarantine.
Making out with a dog?
Get lonely, my guy. You gotta do what you
Is
gotta
that what you do with your cat?
Yes. It's not weird when we do it though.
Because you guys are in love, right, Mamba?
Yeah. What you're doing is ungodly.
What was I saying? So, they used to say Bill Gates had autism because he used to love doing like shit like that. Like when
like
he
to
was a
jump?
kid, he would just go into boxes and jump and like he used to do a lot of shit that.
Look, man, if I could
guess
jump
is
over a
a lot of
recliner, I would do it
autistic
every day
used
too.
to.
Doesn't mean I have the odds.
That means everybody in the NBA has yachts.
No, but it's not just because he can jump like that. It's because like of all the other shit he would do and say.
He's just a weird
He's
guy.
kind of like Sheldon Cooper. I mean, he could
But
be
like
autistic,
most
you never know.
computer nerds are.
Well, once this quarantine or this lockdown ends, we're all going to be like that because no one's going to have any social skills anymore. We're all starting from square one.
Yeah, we're all gonna be like Junkyard and say, "I heard you got diddled by Michael Jackson."
When I see my buddy and his wife, I'll be like, "Damn, who's that? She's hot as fuck."
Oh yeah.
And then I'm gonna completely butcher our friend's name. Like when I see my friend Amelie, I'm gonna call her Ivy League.
That
Mama
is
wasn't
pretty
there for
funny
that.
though. I heard about it though. You know what's even more funny? That video. I know Tony's seen it online of if you translate French.
Oh yeah. It's like a lot of words that just sound similar. What is it? Your uncle mows your tuna. It's like tone. That's the literal translation. So that guy. So that's one of the reasons I have a TikTok. Is just to like watch these funny ass videos. So this guy, he has like a bunch of them. Like,
I'm sure there's many reasons why you have a TikTok.
I thought you used to talk mad shit about TikTok.
Yeah, I'm also a hypocrite. In case you guys didn't know. So, and I don't know, the baby girl population on there, it's not bad. It's not bad.
You know what I hate most about TikTok? I don't know who told these bitches that they could dance, but they're not good at
That's
it.
what makes it even more hilarious. That's why, like, I saw that meme. They're like, once the bars open, please keep your TikTok dances at home. We ain't trying to see that shit.
It's like none of them are good. I've never seen one person doing a TikTok dance and like, oh, they have some
No,
real talent.
unless it's the okay boomer girl. The Now
Oh,
that is
yeah,
skill.
yeah.
And
I
don't
know what you're
forget
talking
about the hit or miss. Dude, those are like epic classics.
about.
Do the hit or miss dance, Tony.
I can't because I'm like sitting down. And if
Do it sitting down.
He's knee deep. He's knee deep in bitches right now.
actually it's just one.
Although I think that's
No, it's a
a
girl.
boy dog, right? Oh, it's a girl. Okay, well. Oh, she is gorgeous.
Well, that's not your dog though.
It is my dog.
Isn't it your sister's dog?
It's our dog.
Pretty sure it's her dog.
Yeah, they live in the same.
Yeah,
They live in
we
the
all
same
we all
building,
reside
so.
in the same domicile.
And did she kind of like bring her up
Yeah.
as a puppy?
Yeah, she's old now. How old exactly? I don't know.
Junket, are you ever gonna get a pet for your house?
We thought about getting a dog, but the problem is like then you gotta like come home and like let them out. Like they gotta use the bathroom and like shit like that. Or if you go on vacation, you gotta like take them somewhere, have someone watch them.
Well, your wife is like always at home.
Yeah, but like the times we want to go out, like then we gotta come home and fucking let the dog out to go take a
Which
shit. or
is-
piss.
Which is
I
never.
mean, Junkyard, you
But like
you talk as if you go out every night. You never go out. You never go anywhere. Like
just because I don't go out with you,
stop
with you,
making
fuck,
stop
doesn't mean I
making it
don't go out.
seem like you live this wanderlust life that you do not. Like, oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like,
when I hear you,
what's nice? You talk about how travel is your passion, motherfucker. You don't go anywhere,
Yeah,
and you're complaining about coming home when you literally would rather be nowhere else.
I will say though that whenever Junkyard complains about like, yeah, this quarantine, I'm like, well,
Yeah,
you're always
exactly.
quarantined.
Like,
You never go anywhere.
there's literally no difference to quarantine and like how you were before.
no, because I go out every.
The only difference is that now you can't say no to people inviting you places because you just don't get invited because no one's going anywhere.
I go out every weekend, just not with you fucks, because I don't want to hang out with you,
Mm-hmm.
you two fuckers. But me
I don't
and
know,
my
if
wife,
I
we meet
had
up
a-
and every weekend. We make it a point.
if I had a house, I'd probably get a pet. I'd get a dog. Her name is
Ivy.
Blue, right? Where the fuck did I get
Because she's
Blue
a
from?
blue nose pit.
'Cause-
That must be it. But yeah, like I'd have a dog like Ivy.
Yeah, she's actually a good dog. She's just
It's the other one.
the
right?
other one.
Like,
They're both like very needy. That's the only thing. Like when they're here, like this is her. Like I'm trying to record. Yeah,
All up on you.
it's like all she does is want attention. So sometimes I have to like just
all bitches.
so I have to like verbally abuse her every now and then because I could never hit a dog. Like I don't believe in like hating animals or abusing them. So when she so
But that's
when she
probably-
acts up, I have to like I'll threaten to like sell her for $1 or I'll tell her that I don't love her anymore.
But that's probably why she's like all
Mhm.
about you, because she likes
Exactly.
the abuse.
Girls like a bad
Joker,
boy,
you
right?
should get a dog.
You should get a dog. Dogs are amazing. Or what? Are you afraid that you're gonna have to do something
I
that
don't know.
one
I'll think
day
about it.
in 3 months that you go out? Junker's like, no, I don't want a dog because
Oh no, we love
next
Mamba.
year I might go out one day.
Oh, I'm coming back. Hold on. I can still hear you.
Bro, I go out all the time. Just not with you.
You don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I do.
So are you guys excited for?
You guys can still hear me, right?
I think May 29th is when patio stuff will be open, and I think what was it? Like salons are gonna open up. on the 29th.
Are you
According to
sure?
Pritzker.
When did that happen? I didn't hear that.
I saw it on some like Chicago news site.
All right, I'm back.
Mamba, have you heard like in the
Mamba,
like
did
in
you hear
Chicago news how on May 29th they're gonna open up like salons and outdoor dining?
Yeah. Did they
Yeah.
have like a plane?
Like indoor?
Was it is that a set date? I don't think that's it, is it? Oh,
Why? What about it? Is that when Junkyard's going to go out?
That's when Junkyard all of a sudden can't go out anymore.
but is that a set date? I didn't hear that.
I saw it on some Chicago website. I don't remember, but I read that it was November. It was May 29th. I mean, but who knows? That,
Is it like a legit website?
yeah, it was Chicago.
I heard. It was either the Sun Times or the Tribune. One
Yeah.
of them. One of those that at the end of the month they're going to open up restaurants to outdoor
like patios.
dining.
And then because
Which kind of dumb.
it's
like,
phase 3.
A lot of those patios are like they have like 5 tables outside.
I mean, would you exactly?
It's better
would
than
you rather
nothing.
have 5 tables? Like, I mean, and think about it. How there's going to be a waiting list, like for those 5 tables from open to close. So
Right.
I mean,
The only problem is it'll probably cost the restaurant even like more money to just operate those 5 tables than it would if they. I mean, I know they can't open, but I'm saying like if they then to like just like be closed and like do what they've been doing.
no,
I don't know. I think people are
Yep.
going to go all out.
I'm going to go all out, and I'm going to tip well.
Well, no, because think about it though. Like,
Are you going to
5
take your car? Are you going to
No,
take your
someone's
car out
picking
the
me up.
garage?
But yeah, I just
Can we
I
go
just
do
wanted to
donuts
see if
in that CVS
Actually,
parking
yes,
lot?
that car can do donuts.
Nice.
I do owe Junkyard a ride. I have to take him to McDonald's, and I have to wear my whitest K-Swiss shoes.
Why is that?
Mhm.
So back in the day, Junkyard acquired a new vehicle. Well, it wasn't new. It was new to him. It was a Saturn, and it was a nice car. I remember. And he picked me up, and I was like, "Oh, this is a pretty nice car." He's like, "Yeah." So we went out, we hit the town, went to go pick up
Yeah.
bitches, and then after we're done, we hit up the McDonald's, the Rock and Roll McDonald's downtown, and I remember he
Oh.
bought me like an extra large like drink, and he told me like, "Don't spill shit in my car because you always spill shit in my car," which up until that point was true. Somehow I just always spill shit in his car. So he told me, "Do not spill shit in my car."
How did it make you feel to know that he was aware you had the hand-eye coordination of a child?
I was aghast. I was like, "How dare you?" Like, first of all, I am a grown ass man. It's like, how dare you insinuate that I have the dexterity of an infant? So sure enough, I spilled that shit all over his car. I grabbed it from the top, and then he just spilled everywhere. So ever since then, he's like, "If you ever get a car, you owe me a ride, and you're taking me to McDonald's, and you can't say shit." So I can't. If he wants to come in my car and just spill shit, like he's only collecting on a debt. And the
Bro,
white
I'm getting
shoes
all
is
over the place. That shit's gonna be
and the
that
white
shit's gonna be in, like crevices and shit.
and then the white shoes was like, we went to his barbecue with some coworkers when we used to work at Montgomery Ward, and they had just finished grilling, the hot dogs and burgers and all that. So me and him are by the picnic table, and I'm making a hot dog, and I grab the mustard, and I have my plate, and I'm trying to squeeze the mustard, but it's like stuck. So I'm like, fuck, this fucking mustard's not coming out. So I squeeze the shit out of it to where it comes out with ferocity, where it knocks off the plate, like the styrofoam plate just flips, like knocks it out of my hand, and then the mustard proceeds to hit the floor right next to Junkyard shoes. And apparently mustard is really hard to get off white shoes. Even if you clean it, it looks like a highlighter.
And they were brand. I literally had just bought them that day.
He bought them that day, and he was stunting. See, maybe that's why I didn't like that, Junkyard. I didn't like that you were showing off.
Especially K-Swiss.
Hey man,
Well,
K-Swiss-
it was
early aughts, so K-Swiss was the hotness.
Yeah. That's back before they were the everyday workman shoes.
So if Junkyard needs a ride and he wants me to take him to McDonald's and I'm wearing my white shoes and he wants a mustard sandwich, I have no choice but to oblige. A debt
just
must
can't
be
go
paid.
you just can't go to any McDonald's. You have to go to they don't have the big McDonald's downtown anymore, right? Do
It's
they
still
have
there.
that
It's just not Rock and Roll McDonald's anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a big ass McDonald's.
Yeah, they don't have the value meals there. I learned that the hard way.
No value meals, full price for everything.
Or at Navy Pier. I was upset about that.
You go to Navy Pier trying to get to the dollar menu? No, I know that because when we used to go to the movies, when we used to stop by McDonald's and grab some cheeseburgers, I'm like, where the hell? Like, where's the dollar menu?
Yeah.
Nope.
That doesn't exist here, sir. You paid full price.
They like charge you extra.
Exactly.
What was I gonna say? Oh, did you guys did you guys watch the last 2 episodes of The Last Dance?
Yes, it was amazing.
Yeah, I watched it.
Were you guys excited?
I was so excited. I even added some Kenny Lattimore to my playlist. That new shit that ain't released.
Hey, he's a friend of mine.
This that new shit's not out yet.
Even though like you hear these stories about how Michael Jordan is an asshole to people, which obviously is kind of true, but he's also seen like to be a respectable guy. Like he was always, even after games where he lost, or he was never like a sore winner or loser. He would always shake up with like players afterwards.
He would take it personally as fuck, but he wouldn't like be a dick about it. He'd be like, "All right,
he was
all right,
the
I'll get
motherfucker in the NBA.
He's like, "I'll get you next time," and get him next time. He did.
But it seemed like everybody that he was like cool with, they genuinely liked him, even other players.
I saw this meme when he's talking to Patrick Ewing, and Patrick was like, "Hey, Mike, good game." He's like, and Mike's like, "What do you mean by that? Good game?" And then he's like, and that's when I got all the motivation I needed. And then they show the next picture is Mike just dunking on him.
Yeah,
you know
who? Petty as fuck.
You know who? I forgot about this, but you know who's a real asshole? Turns out it's Karl Malone.
Yeah, that guy's such an asshole, and he knows it to where he denied being on. He didn't want to be on there because people were just gonna like. People were. He already knew that people were just gonna go off on him. So
and it turns out that they did.
They did anyway.
They did anyways.
So apparently, Karl Malone had a kid when he was in college. So he was 20.
He was 20.
And he got a girl that was she like 15 or 13? She was young as fuck, dude. It was like 13.
13. She was 13.
So she was 13 years old and he got her pregnant. So as if that's not shady enough as it is, he refused to pay child support. She took him to court.
And they weren't even asking. I think they were asking
for $200 a month. And he didn't want to pay that. Yeah. And they ended up settling on $112. I was like, what the fuck? Bruh.
In the more positive news, I don't watch football, but it turns out that kid, his illegitimate kid, is like good pro football. He went to the NFL. I don't know who he is, but so good for him. But not only that, I remember I heard a story because Karl Malone played on the Lakers for
1 year,
right?
His final year. He tried to chase a ring. Him and Gary Payton decided to join Kobe and Shaq to get a ring, and then they ended up getting bounced by the Detroit Pistons. Detroit basketball.
But I also heard that when he was on the Lakers, they were at somewhere. They were maybe at a game or something. But Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's wife, she was like around the area of Karl Malone. He was dressed up like a cowboy, like he had like a cowboy hat and shit. And she was like, "Oh, you dressed like a cowboy today, I see." He looked at her. He was like, "Yeah, it's to wrangle up little Mexican girls like you."
Dang.
Hey man, he could have said that she tasted like Honey Nut Cheerios, like Kevin Garnett told Carmelo Anthony.
I was actually, I was actually talking to my girlfriend about that because I was watching a video and I was cracking up and she was like, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, "Oh, I was laughing at Kevin Garnett." I was like, sometimes he took it too far. Like when he said "la la" tasted like
That is an
Honey
oddly
Nut
specific
Cheerios.
cereal too for someone to taste like.
And then Carmelo Anthony just started waiting
Mhm.
outside his bus at the. That's why I love the NBA because sometimes, like the NBA outside of the court is just as great.
You know, when I was watching Last Dance, I totally forgot. So I was watching, obviously, when the Jazz were playing the Bulls in 97, 98. My old dean for my first year in high school, I went to public school sophomore, junior, and senior year. And then my freshman year, I was at private school. The dean at that school was Jeff Hornacek's dad.
Oh really?
Yeah. I totally forgot until I was watching. I'm and then, I saw Jeff Hornacek. I'm like, oh, that's right. His dad was my dean, and he was kind of an asshole. Well, he was a dean of discipline, so he had to be an asshole. But
It kind of
I got
it comes
called
with
into
the
his office
territory.
one time. Yeah, it does. I got called into his office one time because, so, uh, one of my classes was study hall. I don't know why. It was stupid. I didn't pick it. It was like part of my schedule, and my study hall teacher didn't see me. I guess one day, he didn't put me down like that I was
Mhm.
there, and he was my gym teacher too, and because he did gym and study hall, and
So a
Hornacek
double
called me.
useless class.
Right, exactly. Hornacek called me into his office and was like, "Why did you skip school?" I was like, "Skip school?" He's like, "Yeah." Or why'd you skip this class? I was like, "I didn't skip. I was
Did you
there."
tell him
He's
did you
like,
tell him your son is never going to win a ring?
I didn't. Uh, well, this was already after that because I was a freshman in 90. Actually, I was a freshman 90. Oh yeah, it was 98, 90, 98, 99. But yeah, no, because I graduated eighth grade in 97. And then um, yeah, I was there. He's like, no, he's like, "No, it says you here, you weren't." And he's like, "Let me call the teacher in." And he called him in. He's like, "Was he in your class that day?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, why didn't you mark him down?" I was like, "I don't know." And
So you had
Harden's
the
like, "All right,
last
you can
laugh.
leave."
Did you have the last laugh? Did you
I
call him a
did.
bitch?
No, I didn't. And you know what? You know who else went to that school? Which other basketball player was actually graduated from that
Dwayne Wade?
school?
Shannon Brown.
No, not Shannon Brown or Dwayne Wade. Isaiah Thomas.
Like Isaiah, or like the current Isaiah Thomas that gets bounced around?
No, 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 no. Isaiah, not the current Isaiah
Oh,
Thomas. The Detroit Pistons,
I didn't
Isaiah
know he
Thomas.
was. I didn't know he was from
Yeah,
around
he's
here.
from around here. He went to. I don't want to name the school, but he went to that school, and
Why don't you want to name the
I don't
school?
know, because
name it.
but they had like a whole trophy case with like all his like achievements and shit, and like a fucking cardboard cutout of him and stuff.
So it was like 5 feet tall.
Isaiah's not 5 feet tall.
Yeah, he is 5'2".
He's like,
No,
yeah,
Isaiah
yeah,
Thomas is like 6'1", 6'2".
yeah. He's short for the NBA.
He's probably taller than you, Mamba.
I'll fuck him up though. Did
Oh
they have a
shit, no,
picture of
he
him
is short.
walk?
My bad. He's shorter than you. He's 5'9".
Oh, there you go.
Oh wait, no,
I was
that's
right.
the other Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, the current Isaiah Thomas
That's
is like
Isaiah
super short.
Thomas. That's Isaiah Thomas.
Junior.
The current Isaiah Thomas.
Junior. Did they have a picture of him
He's
walking off the court?
Isaiah Thomas. That Isaiah Thomas, the Pistons Isaiah Thomas, 6'1".
Okay, so I'm still taller than him.
Barely, but he'll dunk on you.
Did they have a picture of him at this school of walking off the court prematurely?
No, but they, you know what they did have in my study hall class with that gym teacher, there were newspaper cutouts of when the Pistons won the championship, and like Isaiah Thomas and shit like on them.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what else they had at that school? They filmed Hoop Dreams. Do you guys remember Hoop Dreams?
It's been a while.
Was that with Shaq?
No, that's Blue Chips.
That was Shazam.
That's Kazam. No. Hoop Dreams was a
That's what he
documentary.
uses a hammer
That's
and
steel.
makes armor, right?
That's Steel.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No,
Again,
Hoop Dreams is a documentary about these, I think, 2 or 3 kids growing up in like a tough neighborhood, and then they try to make it to the NBA, and I don't think they did.
Spoiler alert. There you go, guys. Don't even watch it because my junker just fucking spoiled it for you.
But anyway,
Was
or they might have made
was
it.
this
To the, I
supposed to
don't
be
remember.
an
They might have made it to the NBA, but they just weren't anything. They didn't become anything like
Yeah.
big.
was this supposed to be an inspiring
Apparently
documentary?
not.
Yeah, I think it was.
It's supposed to be a real documentary. Right, Junkyard?
But anyway, they went to
All
that
right, let's
school
move on.
too.
What are our questions?
Questions.
Oh, Tony has to go.
We have a
I gotta
question.
go hand out the business.
Why is that more important than what you're doing right now?
I mean, do you really want me to answer that?
Yeah. Anyway, guess what, guys? I have a little bit of news.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I used my lawnmower for the first time the other day.
Did
How'd
it
it
die
go?
halfway through?
It was fantastic. No, I still have juice left. I only used like 1 bar of my battery.
Oh, very efficient.
Very efficient. You know,
Well, you
cut
have
it
like
very nicely.
10. You have like 10 square feet of lawn.
Yeah,
So.
but still, it worked beautifully. It was the most expensive lawnmower I've ever bought.
Is that the only lawnmower you ever bought?
Yes. Hence, it's
That is
still the
true.
most expensive.
Technically, you're not wrong.
Especially for such a small amount of yard. I was thinking about going and cut my neighbor's yards.
Just to
Oh,
get
was I
some
gonna
use
say-
out of it.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Mama?
So after May 30th, you're gonna have a barbecue at your house.
May 30th. Wait. Oh, we're supposedly in phase
Mhm.
3? I
Yeah.
got to paint my deck first, and I haven't been able to paint it because it's fucking raining like every fucking day.
Nobody gives a fuck about your deck, bro.
Well, I care about my deck because I'm not going to build my grill till I paint
Wait.
my deck.
You got 9 days.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, except it's raining like this whole week and this weekend.
You got 9 days and a whole
Mhm.
lot of time.
Well, yeah, but the problem is it's raining. I can't control the weather.
Well, I need you to hurry up, Junker,
Why?
because I'm hungry, bro.
Bro, haven't you had enough to eat?
Nah, I've been fasting. Can't you tell?
No,
Do
can't.
you really want us to answer that? Oh, speaking of food, so I become somewhat of a frozen pizza aficionado.
Oh,
So,
hell
like-
yeah.
Have you been watching Dave Portnoy
Yeah.
and doing his
Yeah,
reviews?
I watch those, but I bought some frozen pizzas from Aldi. They are fucking good. The thin crust,
What kind of pizzas are they?
they're regular thin crust. I think it's called like
No, but what's the name of them? They have
it's like
names. don't they?
Mia something. Here, let me look at it.
Oh yeah, I have seen that one.
I was like, God damn, this is some good ass pizza.
You didn't get some Jack's like Mamba's.
Yeah, Jax is okay. Jax is like it's too main.
I never said Jax is my favorite, bro.
Jack's is shit.
You know, my personal favorite frozen pizza. I haven't had it in years because there's not that many Jewel left.
It's called
But
Mama Cozy's.
Mama Cozy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
Mama
I have seen
Cozy. That pizza is legit. Anyway,
So
recommend
you
it.
recommend it?
way better than Jax.
So for those of you know how some places have their own brand of food? Well, Jewel, they had their own frozen pizza. It was called Jewel Chef's
Mhm.
Kitchen Pizza. And it was like paper thin.
Whoa. It's called
it
New
wasn't
York
that
style,
big.
bruh.
I don't know what the fuck it was. But it was like a super thin crust. It wasn't even crust. It was almost like a cracker crust. But anyways, I would like put that in longer than usual. I'd like my frozen
Mhm.
pizza a little brown. That pizza was delightful. But I haven't had it in years because like all the jewels are becoming Mariatos.
Oh. So you got to get it while the getting's good, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and I don't even know if they have those anymore. This was back
Oh,
when I
wow.
was like a teenager. So
But you should check out Mama Cozy's. Way better than Jax.
where do they have them at Aldi? I'll check it out. All right, get to your question, Junker.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Question.
What's the question?
Exactly. That's what we want to know.
Oh no, Mama, I can't hear. Mama, can you say something? I can't hear
Mama,
him. Can
can
you
you
hear him,
hear him?
Tony?
I can hear Mamba.
No, I can't hear Mama.
No, for
God
some
damn it.
reason I can
Here,
hear
I gotta
Tony,
kick
but for
Mamba
some
again.
reason
Tell Mamba to
Junkyard
join.
is
All
not
right, so here's
popping
what
up
we'll
again.
do. When Junkyard says something to you, Mamba, I will relay the message verbatim, like I did before.
Too late. I already kicked him. Jump back in, Mamba.
I like how you're telling him when he can't hear you.
Yeah, but I'm doing hand signals like, Mamba, you jump back in.
What? I don't think he understands. Maybe if you do like a come here.
What were you saying
Come on, Mama.
Mama Cozy? Oh yeah, there
Did
you
you
are.
understand Junkyard Sign Language? He was trying to say, Mamba, jump in.
Was he like mouse? Dead mouse.
Dead mouse. Mm-hmm.
So what were you saying about Mama Cozy?
It's really good. You should get it. Mama Cozy's. Great pizza.
At
Great
Aldi?
value. At Aldi.
I usually get I did buy a couple frozen pizzas. I got Connie's and I got
All right, what's our question, Junkyard? Yeah, I think he froze.
He crashed.
His Chromebook just couldn't take it. So, are you excited for all 7 Fast and Furious movies coming on Netflix?
Yeah. There's so much content now, and like I feel like I have so little time. Well, it's not that I don't have a lot of time. It's just, what do you decide to watch? You know what I mean?
You don't. Just do what I do. Just watch everything.
I don't know where the fuck you find the time to do all that. I mean, because
Did you watch Outer Banks yet?
no,
It's a really good show.
right now I've been on a binge of watching stuff that I watched as a kid but never got to finish. So right now I'm finishing up.
Like
Uh,
Boy Meets
no,
World.
I never watched that as a kid because you should watch even as a kid, I still know when shit was trash. Oh no, he's
what are you
back.
talking about? What did you know? What?
He's talking shit about Boy Meets World.
Why are
Because I
you
thought
talking
you
shit
were
about Boy
gone,
Meets World?
and I thought I was able to speak freely.
Oh, Mama, give us your hot
You're
take on the Zack Snyder cut for Batman.
Oh, for Justice League? Yeah, there's like, I don't care how you edit that movie. It's not going to be good.
Dude, I saw that. That shit was hilarious. And you're like, it doesn't matter how you edit this movie. It's still trash.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one that hates the DC movies. Like, I like DC as...
I want to like them. I'm trying to like them, but some of them are just fucking trash.
I love like DC characters as much as I love Marvel characters. Some of them even more so, like, obviously Batman or whatever. But I'm not going to defend a movie that's garbage. You know what I mean?
Kind of like Superman Returns.
Yeah, kind of like Superman Returns. The movie where he basically stalks Lois Lane and tries to break up her relationship after he got her pregnant and then just dipped out on her.
Mm-hmm. And his biggest enemy is a real estate mogul.
And the guy from Harold and Kumar.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right, Joe, what's our question?
Harold Kumar was Obama's like social secretary or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
So is that the question?
No, that's not a question.
Bro, why are you so loud now? Like, why are you shouting?
I'm not loud.
Yeah, you are.
I'm in the same volume I have been.
I don't know what you did different. Are you still mic'd up on the video?
Oh, maybe. Possibly. Hold on. Anyway, why are you in such a hurry, Tony?
So I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, plus this episode has been riddled with technical difficulties. Let's just yeah.
Before it gets worse.
You're not wrong about that. It has been riddled with technical difficulties just because all of our internets have been terrible today for some reason.
No, mine's been
perfect.
What? Don't try to categorize my internet.
This book is said to go after something you want. You know what I think I want to do? I think I want to make this podcast as best as possible after quarantine. Right now, I don't really care, but when we get back,
right now we're just trudging along. But once we get back, we're gonna make it the best podcast ever.
I'm gonna promote it. I'll see Junkyard's go.
I'm still here. It's just for some
he's stalling, so you can't leave, Tony.
I mean, I'll just leave. I'm just like, I don't have to wait. I'll just be like, oh, my internet cut off, just like your guys. is internet, so I gotta go.
So yeah, this
Uh,
this book said to do stuff to the best of your abilities, and I'm gonna do this podcast to the best of my abilities. I'm gonna promote it.
That's good
I'm gonna
advice.
promote it, but not right now because this video chat stuff is kind of annoying.
Hmm.
um, you're not wrong. It is very annoying. But this is the world we live in now. We're stuck at home.
No,
We can't
we
leave.
can't
It's
leave. I heard it's
stupid,
not that
but
bad anymore.
Yeah, but you know what we can do? We can answer some questions
we could.
that our fans are
But
just
we won't.
clamoring for.
Let me let's go ahead. Let's do our crazy news story, shall we?
That's not a question.
Yeah, that sounds like more of a segment.
So, Detroit priest becomes meme for squirting holy water at churchgoers at
That was
socially
hilarious.
distant service. A priest from Detroit has gone viral after squirting holy water at his flock during a socially distant service. Father Tim Pellick was photographed getting creative with his methods of blessing his congregation's Easter food baskets during a Holy Week service in what has been described as a drive-through style blessing. Father Pelk could be seen squirting the baskets from a safe, responsible distance, allowing the parish of St. Ambrose to continue with their Easter traditions. The pics were initially snapped by parishioner Larry Peplin and brought a smile to many faces after being shared by St. Ambrose Parish Facebook group back in April. In the weeks since, Father Pelk and his water gun have been widely shared on Twitter, providing inspiration for countless timeless memes. The photographers, or I'm sorry, the photographs have even sparked a Photoshop battle thread on Reddit, where with the magic of Photoshop, Father Pelk can be edited into films such as post-apocalyptic comedy Zombieland and The Exorcist, as well as classic shooter video games like Doom. Another amusing Photoshop job shows Father Pelk plonked into the violent world of Pulp Fiction, brandishing his now famous water gun alongside John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson. Pelk 70 has reportedly been with the parish for 40 years and takes pride in his pretty wacky mind and pretty accepting congregation. Prior to the unusual service, Father Pelk reportedly spoke with an emergency room doctor friend about how blessing could be done safely. He said, "Not only is this safe, this is fun. He provides me with all the personal protection stuff I needed. The sun was out and he had nice turnout. It was counting an ancient custom and people seemed to enjoy it. In this case, the sun was out and the water gun was out." Right, Tony?
That was pretty hilarious. I remember seeing that. That was pretty funny. Uh,
Where's Mamba? Why did we lose Mamba again?
I'm
I
here.
don't know. Probably
Can you
lost
hear
his
me?
connection.
Oh,
So you were kind
your
of cutting
video's
in and
gone.
out of the
Okay,
audio.
but
Does
you
that
can hear me
matter?
though, right?
Because you're recording locally, right?
Who,
Yeah,
me?
you can hear me.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. They'll hear
Okay.
me. Anyway, let's go. Let's get to Tony's favorite segment because he's fucking like been asking about this whole time. Is questions.
Questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, where in the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent. Then you should cease asking scary
You
questions.
guys can hear me, right?
Here, Tony and Mamba. Yes.
All right.
Why have I been having girls that give me their numbers but never return my phone calls, texts when I call or text? This has been happening to me several times already where I talk to a girl and we really hit it off right. Example, I don't walk on eggshells talking to her and there are no inconsistent silent gaps throughout our conversations. I am open with myself without any reservations, etc. Throughout our conversation, it seems like we're getting along with one another and really getting to know each other. And then when the night ends, I ask for a number and she gives it to me and we exchange numbers and we even exchange hugs too. And then after I call slash text her the next day or two, I don't hear back from her. Normally, I just think to myself, she must be busy or might not have gotten the text or voicemail. And then I call her back again and leave a message and play the waiting game two more times, just not ever hear from her again. I know that I should not be taking this personally, but what bugs me is that the situation has happened to me 3 or 4 times already. I have tried to change my conversation topics, no talking about sex, about dating history, about who she's currently seeing, about family, about anything that is deemed personal. Not talking about my interest in dancing and letting her talk the whole time. I have even ruled out meeting women at bars and clubs and other places where women are likely to be defensive when being approached. Coffee places, malls, bookstores, etc. And only going to bars and clubs to practice my dancing for upcoming battles and
All right,
competitions.
that's
Why
why
have
it's
you,
not happening. Shit like that.
what why has this been happening to me and what can I do to turn numbers into dates? Call waiting.
By the way, I can't hear Mamba, so I don't know if that's a thing.
Mamba,
I
can you hear
cannot hear
Tony?
Tony.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
Oh shit. All right, Mamba, I'm gonna kick you real quick and then you can jump back in.
All right.
Judging by his face, he heard you.
He did hear me. He can hear me. He can hear you. But anyway, go ahead, Tony. First, before while Mama gets back on, you give your response to the question, and then
All
we'll
right, this is a classic example of there is no formula for girls liking you. Just because you do everything right, just because you say you approach them the right way, just because you follow all the rules and you're respectful and you're this and you're that, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, if she doesn't like you, she doesn't like you. You just have to learn to take that L, bruh. Like just because you're a nice guy and just because you hit it off and you think everything's going great and you exchange hugs and she gives your number, she's probably a nice girl. I know plenty of girls that give me their number and most of them I never called back. But the ones that I do, they never answer. So that's just how life is. Um,
But why
and
are girls giving? Why are girls giving him his number, not expecting?
Because
they're just
they're
being
just
nice.
being
They're being
nice.
nice. Like say you're talking to someone, and let's say you do hit it off. Let's say you guys are like having a good conversation. You guys are have things in common. It's like, oh, let me get your number. She's probably not interested in pursuing anything more than a friendship. He's probably like being thirsty. So she's gonna be like, yeah, I'll give you my number, just to like, okay, yeah, here you go, just whatever. Because if she says no, or I mean, it just makes it, I guess, awkward.
Yeah, I've got numbers. I have had girls ask me for their numbers, and I don't want to be a dick and be like, oh well, I'm not really feeling it.
Yeah,
So no,
yeah,
you still give it to them.
yeah. Just give it to him, but you just don't respond.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, I'll still respond.
because you thirsty, mamba.
Well, not anymore. I'm committed. But back in the day,
So yeah, there's no formula for girls liking you. If she gives you her number and she just doesn't respond, and you think you're doing everything right, and you have all these parameters that you've abided by, all that doesn't matter because if she doesn't like you, she just doesn't like you. So you just gotta take the L and move on.
I agree with Tony. I think most guys nowadays have a problem differentiating between a girl being nice and a girl flirting.
I think the problem is that some guys they perceive that
Being
since
nice.
they're being nice, that they're owed. They're
Yeah.
like I've known guys to get upset. They're like why isn't she responding to me? I was nice. I'm a nice guy. I'm respectful. I'm this. I'm that. I'm like, okay, that doesn't, just because you're a nice guy, just because you're doing everything quote unquote the right way, doesn't mean she's gonna automatically like you. That's not how life works.
Yeah.
So you gotta lose it.
And also,
You gotta lose that sense of entitlement.
yeah. Guys don't know how to take an L.
Yeah.
Also, I think a lot of time, like when you said that they do have a sense of entitlement and everything. I think a lot of times guys, we're just generalizing. It's not all bad, but I think a lot of times girls can sense
Yeah.
when,
Oh yeah.
you know what I
They
mean?
have like a sixth sense for desperation.
Yeah. So like, just because you're being nice and everything, you probably still get off the vibes that like, I want something more than this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I find out the best way to get girls is just like be super casual. Like I usually talk to them is if I'm talking to one of you guys. Obviously, there's not that many dick jokes involved, but like I just make it casual and like I don't expect anything out of it. And for some reason, it works. Like when you go to there and you don't like expect an outcome, there's like an outcome out of it. It's weird.
Yeah.
But when you're like, if you're a guy and you're being nice to a girl because you're trying to get in her pants, they can usually pick up on that.
They can smell try hard.
Yeah, they can spell it try hard. So, short answer: don't be a try hard.
Don't be a try hard.
Just let it happen.
Just take the L and move on.
It's a numbers game. Somebody will respond to your thirstiness.
Exactly.
Sooner or later, right? One day.
Yeah.
It is. Yep. It's a numbers game.
All right, Dick, is that it?
Yeah. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at No Kids on the Pod. See us on Instagram, also at No Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, fucking everywhere. Shoot us an email, newkidsonthepod@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail, 774-40-NKOTP. Mamba?
Same as the other weeks, in a world full of people, stay away from each other.
Until next
Can't
month.
you be a little more creative?
Then you can stay away from most people.
True.
So do you guys have your? So do you guys have your top 8 list ready for when you can congregate for up to 10 people?
Yeah, and you two are not on it.
It's all right, Junk. Like, if we try to go anywhere, Junker's going to be like, "Oh, I can't, guys."
Yeah. I can already hear. I can already hear his excuses.
After him saying, "Oh, I missed this, I missed that," we're like, "Hey, Junker, the movie theater's finally open. Let's go." "Oh, I can't.
Not till phase 5.
My wife's sick."
Yeah.
But you're fine, right?
Yeah, but she's sick.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
I think my girlfriend's
All right,
ordering Wingstop. I'm gonna go.
Nice.
Didn't you just have wings the other day?
Hey, mind your business, Junkyard.
Hooters?
Mind your business.
Mind your business. And 2, I just burned over 800 calories working out before we started. That's why my hair is
like 1,500. You're gonna eat like 1,500 calories from Wingstop.
How many calories did you burn, you fucking cephalopod?
Oh, I've been running like almost every day.
Judging by the way you were complaining about not fitting in that chair, you didn't burn any today.
Well, I don't, because the soundboard's in my way, and
Where
the microphone's in my way.
Where have you been running?
Around the block, around the neighborhood.
How many times?
Like every day.
How long? How far?
I usually do about like a mile and a half because I'm building up.
No wonder why you don't fit in that fucking chair. A mile and a half?
Yeah, because I'm building up. I'm like slowly.
You know what I do?
Like, I
started
with a mile. Now I'm at a mile and a half. I'll be at like 2 next.
I'm 400 pounds, bro, and I do 4 miles.
Yeah, and you're eating like fucking 1,500 calories. How many? I've been eating not 1,500.
Maybe if you ate more calories, you would have more energy to do more than a mile and a half. Carbo load. Carbo load, bitch. Get some carbs in it.
Get your weight up.
Get the fuck out of here, carbo load. Motherfucker, I ain't running a marathon. You carbo load for your fucking 3 miles?
That's why you're not going to fit in your love seat.
And I'm still lighter than you.
All right. One of these days, Jared, when I am as fit as a fiddle, I'm going to wait for you to say some shit. And on that note,
well, you're not going to be fit by eating Wingstop. I'll tell you that.
We'll see.
And Hooters.
It's a part of my back. It's a part of my back. Do you know what macros are?
Yeah, your macronutrients.
It's the allotted calories you can eat. I did it. I went online and I used a calculator. I live a very active lifestyle now. So,
is fitness your passion?
Fitness is my passion. In my Instagram bio, I'm what they would call a student athlete. So I need all the carbs and calories I could get.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exact. Motherfucker, you ain't The Rock.
You
The Rock
You
consumes
are-
like 6,000 calories, but burns like 10,000. Some shit, like
that
some
shit
crazy
is-
I
shit
am
like
the
that.
Rock.
That shit is insane.
Yeah, right.
I am the
Mamba-
Rock, and you are
Mamba
Rob
consumes,
Steiner.
Mamba consumes like
Yeah,
10,000
Rob
calories a
Schneider.
day, and
Yeah, that's
Mamba
hilarious.
consumes 10,000 calories and burns like 800.
All right. Do I have to sit here and listen to this negativity?
No, you do not.
All right.
Fuck Junkyard.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.
All right, guys. We
Later.
will check you out. Was it next week? Maybe,
Yeah.
possibly.
Maybe.
All right, we'll check you out next week. Kissies on your dickies.